So when I tune into COVID-19, all I see is one big roller coaster ride with all of these ups and downs. And the other side asked me to reach out to smokers in particular who might be feeling really scared and vulnerable. And the first thing they wanted me to talk about was the law of attraction and the signal that you're broadcasting to the universe when you smoke or ingest toxins. It's like you're saying, hey, universe, I don't love myself and neither should you. It's like that's the signal that you're broadcasting to the universe, and the law of attraction is alive and well. So the energy that you're putting out is the energy that you're getting back. So if you're coming from a place of self-harm by ingesting toxins, that's the signal that you're broadcasting, and you're attracting darkness to yourself, basically. So the other side is asking you to turn that signal into self-love. And that's really like saying, hey, universe, I love myself and so should you. And one of the ways you can do that with the self-love and self-care is by not ingesting toxins. So they wanted to bring up the law of attraction first and foremost. The second thing that they wanted to bring up was sheep. The Lord is my shepherd. There is nothing I shall want. And you, by smoking and ingesting toxins, it's like you're the sheep that's basically wandered off from the rest of the flock. So God is standing here with his sheep and he's loving and protecting them, and you have just kind of wandered away from the flock. And so this is the divine kind of waving his arms and saying, hey, come back to me. Come back to me. I love you. I want to protect you. Come back to me. Come back to the flock. And so this is, one of the messages that he's basically sending to you guys. The light is over here. The light is over here. Please come back. Another thing that they wanted me to bring up was journaling. They're kind of asking you to take a closer look at why you smoke. Is it because you suffer from anxiety and you're self-medicating? Or is it circumstantial? Do you have like a boss or a coworker that's stressing you out? Maybe you can change your circumstances. Maybe it's a romantic partner. Is it ego? Are you coming from a place of ego because it looks cool? Is it just flat out addiction? You're on the hook and you just can't get yourself off of it. Maybe the dark just lured you in and kept you there with addiction. You're being asked to kind of embark on a journey of self-discovery and really kind of shine a flashlight on your practices and habits and why you do what you do, in the hopes of really kind of turning this ship around. Obviously smoking's bad for you. It, causes lung cancer, lung damage, decreases immune functioning. It can actually even interfere with your life purpose. Like for example, if you're a singer, it could, interfere with your voice. So yeah, they're asking you to take a closer look at, why you're doing what you're doing, and just, the truth behind it. Because the divine really wants you to come back to the light. That's really what he's asking for. So yeah, explore deeper and see what comes up with your journaling. Another thing is that you're being asked to come from a place of personal power. The divine is not about fear. He's about personal power. So he's essentially asking you to rise up and overcome challenges and fears and really just kind of step up to the plate. And one of the ways you can, again, change the signal that you're broadcasting to the universe is by coming from a place of self-care. And that's nutritional awareness, healthy diet, exercise. They're suggesting swimming for you guys because that boosts lung capacity. So that's really good for you. Meditation, getting enough sleep, that kind of thing. Self-love, self-care, self-pampering, anything you can do to pamper yourself, even like skincare products, and, really bust out that personal power instead of giving all of your power away to addiction. It's kind of like saying there's a new sheriff in town and it's me. And, it's not about looking back or swimming in a sea of regret. You can't change the past, only the future. So it's not about swimming in a sea of regret, like, oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? It's really just about, moving forward and making the necessary changes, based on what you've been shown. And they're singing the song by Johnny Nash that goes, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. And, the divine is asking you to meet him halfway, and quitting is really hard. It's like climbing a mountain. It's really hard, but I have every faith and confidence that you guys can do it. Yay, go team! Go team, I'll be your biggest cheerleader. I'm positive and optimistic. I know you guys can do it. And so another thing that they wanted me to talk about was COVID and not really coming from a place of fear. Again, they, want you guys to come from a place of self-love and not fear. And don't let fear rule your life. Personal power is key. So it's really all about awareness and stepping up to the plate, and it's about motivation for change and just wanting things to be different, basically. Wanting to live your life differently. And another thing is the divine is asking you to pray. He's saying pray for what you want, pray for what you need, pray for protection, and know that he's there listening to every word that you say. And again, it feels like the divine is going to throw us a lifesaver. I don't know what it is. I don't know when it is, but it feels like the divine's going to throw us some sort of lifesaver. So he is going to help us in some way, shape, or form. So please just pray to him and grab onto your faith and trust in him. And know that you're not alone. We are all in this together. And in the meantime, take care and be well. Thank you.